things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky and Bowling Green. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Missouri State Bears, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bears will put it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Western Kentucky's offense will have the ball first. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes and big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Quick strike complete. Let's talk for just a second about Western Kentucky. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in. College sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing towards them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the back. Got his man on the right. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Flowers. Caught, and he's close to the 1st down on the nice pickup there. First snap in the red zone on this drive. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Hilltoppers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sends it back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And it's right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So Missouri State's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man. He is the guy. He is priority number one.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. Dumps it to the back. Caught, close to the marker, it's Wallace. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection.
It leads to second down.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. This time on target. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. All right, guys, let's talk just a little about Missouri State. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
The Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
It's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down, and they'll try the jet sweep. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Caught over the middle. It's Young. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Bears have it in scoring position on first and goal. From the gun. Touchdown, Missouri State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this field.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Hilltoppers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back open in the middle. They'll mark him down right there. Good pickup, but still a little bit short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Back to throw. It's Crowder. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, WKU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Marshall. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Grab near the sticks. It's Wallace. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And the Bears with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Makes the catch. It's Wallace. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at L.T. Smith Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Hilltoppers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
This time they'll go the running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll say he goes out of bounds, marking at the 46. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Bears! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. On target. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw, it's Crowder. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Find his tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So here comes the Bear offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Quarterback gets the first down. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns.
Looking for the end zone. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Hilltoppers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Release to the back. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Makes the grab. It's Wallace. On his feet at the 40. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll leave it with him. Across the 25. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
The Bears have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. He's now up to 64 yards on the ground in that magical 1,000. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Set to advance on the football.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Crowder. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. On the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Hilltoppers are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Hilltoppers will hustle to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. And the Bears in a good spot here with second and short. The play action fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He's got it on the move. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. To the air, it's Crowder. They're setting up the screen. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up. Guys, let's chat for just a minute about Western Kentucky. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He'll throw on third down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's picked off at the goal line. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
On the set. Ready, go.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.